Καλησπέρα σας, καλοί φίλοι τηλεθεατές. Καλώς ορίσατε στην εκπομπή μας Faces, πρόσωπα, και να μου επιτρέψετε πριν προχωρήσω παρακάτω να πω ένα μεγάλο ευχαριστώ στον χορηγό μας, τον κύριο Μελή Ούρη και την οικογένειά του, την κυρία Αναστασία Ούρης και όλο το προσωπικό εκεί στους δύο οίκους Ευγυρίες, Αναστάσια Lodge και Autumn Gardens. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ. Ευχαριστούμε για την στήριξη τόσων πολλών ετών. Να είστε καλά. Και I have to turn to English now, and between English I turn to Greek as well, again. So we're going to use both languages. Για να πω καλησπέρα, I say good evening to
Καλησπέρα.
Steve, Constantine, καλησπέρα.
Καλησπέρα.
And my friend, καλώς όρισες, καλησπέρα.
Thank you.
Kerry Michael.
Ναι, Kerry Kyriacos Michael.
Yeah, I forgot την Kyriacos.
Άντε, είπε.
Kyriacos. Kerry Kyriacos Michael.
Ναι, ωραία.
The Cypriot.
Ναι.
Ναι.
Μπράβο.
You right?
Ναι, μια χαρά εσύ.
Welcome to Hellenic TV again. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you.
Steve,
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ, Βασίλη μου.
I want to say Steve is as well as Theatro Technis. He's a director here, Hellenic TV director, and thank you very much for your kindness all the time. You are helping all this.
Thank you.
And Kerry Kyriacos Michael, you are the creative director of Theatro Technis.
Yes.
And I can say the artistic director as well. Yes, because everything is under you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very lucky.
You are very lucky, and we are lucky to have you there as a friend of Theatro Technis, and as a person who belongs to the arts.
Mm.
I'm very happy to have you there because we get plenty of help. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you are the one to promote our culture and our Cypriot, what can I say, the theater, the people from Cyprus, the actors, the people in arts and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
You are the one to promote us, and we thank you very much for that.
Well, Theatro Technis got a long, there's a long, big history.
Yeah.
Steve was there from almost the beginning of it all with George Evianu and all that.
I'm going to go back to Steve, and I want you to take us back to these days, I don't know when exactly, but before you were a student.
I was a student, yes.
Tell us about it.
It was back in 1969, 70.
Oh,
I was a student, and
I was a little boy.
Yeah.
I wasn't born. Sorry,
Okay.
we're not the ball.
Thank you, guys.
You don't look old anyway. Anyway, tell us about it.
Yes, I had an invite from George. I didn't know anything about the theater at the time. I was very actively involved in the Students' Union, and actually I was the president of my college.
Okay.
And somehow George heard about me through, I think it was through media. The actress, can you remember?
Media Hannas. No.
Media. I forgot his surname.
Media, I remember her first name, but not the second.
A very good actress.
Yeah.
She was from Limassol.
Yeah, Limassol. Yeah.
And she used to come to the house, and she was friends with my parents because we're from Limassol as well.
I know.
So she said to me one day, I told George that I know you, and he wants to meet you. So we made arrangements. I went to his house, and he said to me, "This is where we rehearse." It was his front room at the house where he was staying. He said, "This is where we rehearse, and we've got another space where we go and do some shows, but it's tiny. It's very small. It's a place that belonged to a mechanic, a car mechanic."
Μηχανικός, ναι.
Μηχανικός, αυτοκινήτων.
Ναι.
Ήταν άδειο.
Garage.
No, it wasn't. It was just an empty.
Empty. Yeah. Okay.
So he said to me, "Shall we walk there?" Because he was from his house in Rochester Road.
Okay.
It's 5 minutes walk in Camden News. So we went. He opened it, empty. You know, there wasn't anything. There were a few chairs. There was a tiny kitchen as well. And he said, "This is where we do some shows, but we cannot really accommodate a lot of people. So sometimes we hire the co-op in Seven Sisters Road. Do you remember that that hall?"
Yeah.
So anyway, he said to me, "Do you know what I want from you?" I said, "What? I'm not an actor." He said, "No, I heard you're very active amongst the Cypriot Students Organization." And he said, "Can you think of something that you can bring to this space within the theatre?" I said, "Well, let me think." So I know, cut a long story short, because this goes on. I spoke to some friends of mine, Greek Cypriot. I said, "What do you think? Shall we start something within the theatre?" They said, "But what? I mean, we are not actors. We are students." And I said, "Look, why don't we start something that's happening similar to what's happening in Paris now, the so-called boîte."
Boîte, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you heard of boîte.
Yeah.
It was music, theatre,
Yes,
poetry,
and all this, yeah.
politics.
Exactly.
Anything you can
A little
think.
bit of everything, yeah.
A bit of everything. So they said, "Okay, let's try and see." So I took them to the place, to this space, and they said, "All right, why don't we start something, you know, like you suggested." So I phoned George. I said, "Can you bring a few cans of paint and brushes, because we want to paint. It doesn't look very nice." And we did.
Yeah. Το μπογιατίσατε, ναι.
Ναι, το μπογιατίσαμε μέσα, έξω. And then I just took a can of paint and a brush, went outside, and I wrote on the wall with big letters, "The Garage."
Okay.
That was it.
Ωραία.
So, and from there on, I stayed with the theatre.
Yeah.
And I helped George. We worked on many projects like το ελληνικό χωριό.
Yes. That's all right.
Camden Town.
Okay.
And other projects.
And another thing, the most important thing those days, it was το συμβουλευτικό γραφείο. When
he had the advisor,
going and getting advice and all this kind of thing. And even food and all this?
Oh, yeah. They had the kitchen as well that they were providing for homeless.
How many years this, συμβουλευτικό γραφείο, this office and the kitchen was, present?
I don't know when it started, but when I joined, it was there. It was happening. But it carried on up until now.
Yeah.
And but George, he was unique. He was a true gentleman, a true artist. He loved people. He loved the community, and he wanted to give. And especially when young people walk through the doors of the theatre, he would give them the opportunity to display what they had, what talent they had, which was, he was an amazing, he was a one-off. I mean, he could have made a big, lucrative career at the cinema,
Do you remember when you moved from the garage to the theatre we have now in 1976? Because that must have been from the small garage, that big space, that must have been huge.
We didn't move there. No, from the garage. We wanted to expand.
Oh, yeah.
So, with another friend who was an architect, he drew some plans for a future theatre. So I thought, why don't we contact a counsellor and see if he can help or she can help. And we did. Oh, I remember the name, Trevelyan.
Okay.
Yeah. So we met up with him. He said, I promise you I would do my best and see what I can. I said, we need a space where we can do the rehearsals, where we can do shows, whatever, plays, this and that. Anyway, he came back, he said, the only thing I've got is a disused railway station. He said, if you want, we can go and have a look at it. We did. It was just a canopy with columns. And I said, great, looks great. He said, what? Don't worry, leave it to us. So I went back to George, and George said, fantastic, let's do it. So with the help of fellow Greeks and builders, etc., etc., we built the first theatre that we could call theatre. Really, that was the one. That was, but George, like I said, he's a one-off. The talent was immense, but he was such a fantastic human being. And
anyway, George has gone, Marula has gone. They left all this behind, and we all together have to try and keep it going and keep it as much as original. You know, this is very important.
You're absolutely right. This is what I said to George. Whilst I'm there as a trustee, it will stay the same as you started. Nothing would change. And what you said earlier on about Kerry, I will endorse and say it was wonderful to have Kerry there because we need young blood. He's got a lot of experience in the theatre.
The best thing is that he's younger than me and everybody else, so he has plenty of years in front of him to work and fulfill the dreams.
He's got a lot of talent. So far, he proved to us, I'm a trustee there, and I can safely say that I think very highly of Kerry because he has proved himself that he can deliver. He's, apart from being the creative director, you're a director, you're a producer, mediator, you're etc., etc.
Now, because we haven't got much time and we don't want to waste any time in details about the past, it's good to talk about the future.
Okay. Yes.
And the future is you have plans for extending the theatre into a very, very bigger place with more facilities available to everyone. Okay. Shall we?
Let's play the video and you can see it.
This is what I mean. And then explain to us, give us more details on how we can manage to get this done.
Okay, great.
Can we see the video? Thank you. brilliant video.
Thank you.
And I heard that you did it. with other
people, with software.
Yeah.
Me and software. And
Beautiful.
you know, the plan isn't my plan, it's the Theatro Technis plan.
Yeah, exactly.
And the trustees, and we are all, and before George died, he wanted us to think about how we could expand the building.
Did he manage to see the plan?
He saw early versions of the plan, we've been working on for about 3 years now. So he saw them at the very beginning. And the whole idea was to kind of make a theatre that does a couple of things. One, gives us a building that will survive the next 100 years, because the building is over 100 years old now and needs a lot of work. And second, we need somewhere that can celebrate all our Cypriots and all our creativity, and something we can be really proud of. So this is it's a very smart building. It's ambitious, it's big, but also it matches our ambition as Cypriots to have our voice and have our creativity amongst everyone else in London. London's full of immigrants, and we deserve our own space that is as exciting as everyone else's.
Would you mind, I mean, giving us the details again? I mean, we see the video clip, but it's better if you explain to us more, give us more information.
So the big things are, at the moment our theatre is 120 seats. So our theatre will go from 120 seats to 250 seats. We will have a second space, a studio theatre for more experimental work, which can also be a rehearsal room. We will have a basement where there will be a cabaret space for music and spoken word and poetry. And then when you go into the theatre, there'll be a bigger bar and bigger cafe, so there's food and drink throughout the day.
How about the car park? Is there any possibility of a car park?
Car park is really hard because Camden doesn't want people to drive. So we will have some disabled parking, but that's all the car parking we can have in the area because we're so tight for space. I know everyone wants to be able to drive their car, but I think we're getting to a place where now in London, no one's going to be allowed to drive their car in the future. That's what we're up against. And then there will be a big community space. We're in a really poor bit of London, and all those communities and all those estates, we want to give them their own space to do their own projects. And then the way we're going to make it all work is that we've got 8 apartments at the top, and these 8 apartments, we'll use them to bring actors over from Cyprus or from Greece or from America or wherever, so we can host international theatre, a bit like George used to do back in the day when the actors would come from Cyprus and they can be in the building. But also, when we're not doing that, we will use that money from rental hire to pay the bills. And that's the plan, really.
Okay, what is the cost of all this? I mean,
it's a very good question.
Tell us about the cost and how we can get this money.
We need to raise about £20 million.
20.
And when you think about a 250-seat theatre, a 70-seat studio theatre, a cabaret space, a bar, a cafe, 8 apartments. That's not a lot when you work out all the things we're going to do. And we're going to talk to lots of people who want to give us the money as a gift because they believe, like we believe, that Theatro Technis needs to survive, and our Cypriot community needs a building it can be proud of. So we're looking for donations and gifts and philanthropy from people who can afford it.
Okay, that is true.
Can I come with this? It's Kerry has put it correctly. It's we are looking for donations. We will never dilute the name of Theatro Technis or the spirit of it. It will remain the same way as George started it.
Okay, I'm staying on this, the way we can raise the money. That is the main 2 targets, and to see if they can help is our government, the Cypriot government, and the British government. Arts and all this kind of thing. Do you, have in mind how you can approach them?
We've started those conversations. I don't want to go into too much detail publicly, but we've started conversations both I've been to Cyprus a few times, and I know a lot of the people in the Arts Council in the UK government, so we've started those conversations, and we will continue those conversations with those people.
Do you have any promises yet? I mean, interest of them to say, okay, yes, we see it and we can...
We're talking to lots and lots of people, and they're all at various stages. It's
okay.
When we've got the money, we'll come back here and you'll be the first to know. But at the moment, you know, these are private conversations.
But at the same time, we're looking for donations from here, from our community
We're looking for people who want...
And there are so many billionaires and millionaires.
Yeah, fine.
Of course.
Do you have any, program, how you're going to approach them?
Yep, we have, you know, we all know who those people are, and we all know that some of them are really excited about the project, and they all care about our community, and they all care about our identity and our voice, and, you know, they, as first, second generation, third generation Cypriots, I think everyone understands that if we don't celebrate what makes us special and find a home for it, it will get lost, it will get diluted, and I think a lot of people understand that.
Oh, good. Okay, so even people, you know, everyone can help in their own way, donate money.
Yeah, we'll find
even £1 or £2 or 50 or 100 or whatever.
In about 6 months' time, we'll launch a campaign where you can buy a seat and you can have your name on a seat, buy a brick,
that's a good idea.
and lots of ideas like that. So even if you haven't got lots of money
a
and
seat
you want
or
to
a
help,
brick outside, say Vasilis Panayi, for example, donate £150 or whatever.
If you give me £10, you can have your name on the toilet.
I didn't say £150. I didn't say 150. I didn't say, you know what I mean? I just say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry, your joke was better than mine. Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, so would you like to? I mean, from now you can ask the people to donate. How they can do that? I mean,
if you go to the website now,
or shall we wait until?
No, it's all there. If you go to the website now, www.theatrotechnis.com, there's a page there, and people have already started donating to the building.
Okay, then that's fine.
It's all available now.
We can put the address on the screen as well.
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, that's lovely.
But you know what? There are all these ideas of philanthropies, and even any individual. It's in some respect it's still in the embryo, but like Kerry said, in a few months' time, it will be
a big campaign.
On a wider sphere. And
you know what we're doing by doing this project? We are speaking to so many more people. We are speaking to so many people who went to Theatro Technis as a child, people who lost touch, people who've never known, who live around the corner and know nothing about the theatre. So we just starting the campaign means that we're building our address book, and our family's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So when we do reopen the building in 2-3 years' time, however long it'll take, there'll be such an energy around it, and the family will be so much bigger than what it is now, and that's really exciting, both in terms of the work we do on stage and our audiences and the next generations.
That's lovely. Steve, is there anything else you want to add to this?
Well, I think as an initial interview, and we thank you, and of course Hellenic TV.
My pleasure.
I know you're very good, and you're a very strong friend of the theatre, and we appreciate that. And don't worry, we'll be doing a lot of in-house productions. So start writing. You've written a few things. So
I'm going to keep writing, and I'm going to keep thinking about, producing and making myself more famous through Theatro Technis.
Okay,
very kind.
You know what I mean? Because I like more people to know who I am. So I want to be
now you plug Cyprus Week, surely.
Yes.
It's I tell you what, it's a good idea to mention this.
Yes, of course.
Because it's coming up. 20th of July till the 26th, we are organizing again the Cyprus Week. It's a week dedicated to Cyprus, and it's including music, poetry, songs, dancing, plays, speeches.
And the most important thing, sorry to we raise the flag, and I will raise it again this year.
This is what I was going to say.
Yeah,
I mean,
every year since '74, I've been raising the flag.
Yes.
And it's going to happen this
you're
year.
Gonna be there. You're going to raise the flag because this you're doing every year, isn't
every
it?
year.
And there are going to be some speeches outside.
Yes.
And inside, we're going to have again music, poetry, songs, dancing.
Nice.
Can I say one more thing about the other important thing is that it's completely free. Anyone can come.
This is important.
And the tickets are free.
It's free.
So it's available for everybody.
Yeah. And we are working, I mean, I have to mention this with Mr. Vasilis and Lucy Christi, because if they see the program, they're going to say, he didn't say about that. So
they wouldn't
Mr.
say
Vasilis start working hard. And Lucy. You know, so
one last thing I want to say is Theatro Technis was George's baby.
Yeah.
And we have to preserve that. We have to fight for. We've got young blood now, and we were talking earlier on, me and Kerry, that we've got to attract even younger people now, and we've got to. It's a landmark.
Yeah.
It's been there since '57.
I'm sure, and I'm taking what you say.
Όπως λέμε στα ελληνικά, είναι ιερός τόπος.
Ιερός τόπος. And I'm taking this phrase, what you say earlier on, we have to have inside, you know, productions. And with this kind of thing, we're going to draw the attention of the new generation, the youngest generation. And, you know, instead of looking for work somewhere else, they can create something there. You know what I mean? It will be their place.
That's exactly That's one of the biggest reasons why we're doing it. So we can expand and get more people in.
Exactly.
And also we can have a building that makes us a bit of money, so we can put it back into the shows and back into the productions. We want to be able to be more professional, get more talent in, so people don't go elsewhere, and they stay with us and they celebrate who we are.
The other thing I would like to see there, and we did speak, and I think I mentioned it to you, is the children's theatre. I think we should.
I mentioned it to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I say we have to start producing plays for children.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I like the phrase on the video clip we show.
Yes.
Cypriot National Theatre.
In
this
the
is
UK.
important, very important. Εθνικό Κυπριακό Θέατρο στην Αγγλία, στο Ηνωμένο Βασίλειο. That's very important.
But always remember.
Theatro Technis.
Theatro Technis is
Theatro Technis
the National Theatre in London, of course. Absolutely, but that's ambitious and it's bold. And we are. George was the National Theatre. There was no one else doing it. We're just now putting it on the building.
You know how much I love theatre. And you're making me, both of you, happy tonight. Very happy.
Good.
Because I hear things that I have in mind all the time. And tonight, I'm very happy because these things are going to be, you know, in a way, they're coming very soon. As long as our friends and the people who are able and they have the funds to help us, to donate some money, and especially, you know, I think if we put it to our government in the right way, working with everybody there, we're gonna manage to get.
And we'd like to thank you, Vasilis, really, for everything. And also, I want to convey my grateful thanks to Yorgo.
Yorgo Linkos.
Because without Yorgo, we wouldn't have
Hellenic TV.
Not anymore.
Yes.
But he's doing an
very good
immeasurable work here,
and
we are very. I am very, very grateful to him.
And in this case, I have to just say it to him because I don't want him to think that I'm going to leave him. I'm going to stick with you, George. Don't worry about it. I'm here all the time.
Great.
Okay. So, ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Και εγώ.
Εμείς ευχαριστούμε.
Ευχαριστώ και να μου επιτρέψεις να πω καλησπέρα στην κυρία Στέλλα. Καλησπέρα κυρία Στέλλα. Να σου ζήσει ο γιος σου. Η μάμα του. Ναι, η μάμα του. Και αύριο θα της βάλω τραγούδι. Ναι, she's going to be happy.
Ναι, she's always happy.
She's
always happy.
That's nice.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Θα τα πούμε σύντομα.
Βεβαίως.
You know something?
Θα τα πούμε.
I'm going to ask you if you are willing to tell me your story.
Yeah, good.
On Hellenic TV.
Nice, good idea.
Give us more details about your story in the
But,
future. We have a serial of Steve Constantine.
And play his music. His music on your.
And play his music.
Of course.
Definitely,
It would be a
100%.
serial.
Yeah.
Because you're that old, isn't it?
Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
So much.
Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Thank you very much.
We'll
Thank you,
Thank
Kerry.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you so much.
think about that and
Work together.
and with Yorgo, of course.
Definitely. Yorgos is always
Without
here. Without
Yorgo,
Yorgo, nothing is happening.
Without my friend Yorgo, that is.
And
He's the key. He's the key to everything here.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
and without our sponsor, it's not the same. So let me just say thank you again to our sponsor. Ευχαριστώ τον κύριο Μελιούρης, την κυρία Αναστασία Ούρης και τους δύο οίκους ευγυρίας, Αναστάσια Lodge and Autumn Gardens, που είναι πάντα μαζί μας, μας στηρίζουν και εύχομαι ό,τι το καλύτερο, να είστε καλά. Εγώ και οι τηλεθεατές θα είμαστε μαζί την ερχόμενη Κυριακή με ένα άλλο πρόσωπο ή πρόσωπα. Να είστε μαζί μου, σας αγαπώ πολύ, καλή νύχτα σας.